Well. Have you seen that headline flying around? The one that says, breaking DSS in panic mode after foreign investigators demand access to Nnamdi Kanu. It's everywhere. But my people, the big question we need to ask today is simple. What is actually happening? Let's dive into this gist together. Now, before we get to that exciting headline, we need to understand the current situation on the ground. As we speak, the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is at a very critical point. So, what is the latest? Just a few days ago on Friday, the Federal High Court in Abuja set a major date. Justice James Omotosho has fixed November 20, 2025 for judgment in the terrorism trial against Nnamdi Kanu. This decision came after the court ruled that Kanu had been given a final chance to open his defense, but he refused to do so. The judge said that since Kanu would not use the opportunity given to him, he has foreclosed his defense, and the court will now deliver its judgment. Now, in the courtroom, Kanu has been representing himself after he dismissed his senior lawyers. He has been arguing that the government is trying him under a repealed, non-existent law. He has even filed motions asking the court to set aside his not guilty plea and to release him immediately. But the court has stood its ground, and now all eyes are on next Wednesday, November 20th. Whatever decision is made on that day will be a major turning point in this long-running case. Now, let's talk about his health, because that has also been a big issue. You remember there were concerns about his fitness to stand trial? Well, a team of doctors from the Nigerian Medical Association, NMA, was asked to examine him. They submitted the report, and the court, based on that report, found him medically fit to stand trial. The court also stated that the medical facility at the Department of State Services, DSS, is adequately equipped to take care of him. So, that matter has been put to rest for now. All right. Now, this is where the story gets even more interesting. This is the part that connects directly to that viral headline. Just this past week, we learned that Nnamdi Kanu himself has written a letter to the former US President, Donald Trump. In this letter, which was sent through his lawyer to the US Embassy in Abuja, Kanu is urging Trump to initiate an investigation into the killings of Christians and Igbo people in the Southeast region. He is asking for a US-led independent inquiry into the situation. Now, you might be wondering, why is he doing this? Well, it seems he is trying to draw more international attention to his case and the situation in the Southeast. This is a strategic move to globalize his struggle, and this, my friends, is the real event that is likely behind that screaming headline about foreign investigators. It's not that foreign investigators are physically here and knocking on the DSS door. It's about this direct appeal for international intervention from inside detention. So, when you put two and two together, you can see the full picture. The Nigerian government, on one hand, is proceeding with its judicial process, with a major judgment coming in days. And on the other hand, Nnamdi Kanu is making a bold move to bring in foreign pressure. I suppose this creates a very tense and complex situation. The big question is, will this international appeal have any effect, especially with the judgments so close? Now, this is a good time for me to pause and remind you, my wonderful audience, if you are enjoying this deep dive into the gist, if you are learning something new, please do me a huge favor, like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us bring you more real-time news and analysis like this. It takes just a second, so hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Now, let's connect this to the bigger picture. The government's position has always been that there is no genocide against Christians in Nigeria. In fact, just last week, the federal government, through the Minister of Information, said it is calm and not in any panic mode over the US's position on this issue. The government said it has opened channels of discussion with the US and is committed to ensuring everyone is safe, regardless of religion. So, from the government side, the message is, we are calm, we are in control, and we are engaging diplomatically. So, to wrap up this part of the gist, the panic mode headline seems to be an exaggeration of the real events. The reality is a high-stakes legal and diplomatic drama unfolding in real time. We have a judgment date set, we have the defendant making international appeals, and we have the government maintaining a stance of calm control. What do you think will happen on November 20th? Will the judgment bring closure, or will it open a new chapter of tension? How will the international community respond to Kanu's letter? These are the questions we are all waiting to have answers to. You see, when a detainee, especially a high-profile one like Nnamdi Kanu, starts getting this level of international interest, it puts the system under a very bright spotlight. It's no longer just a local matter. The idea of foreign investigators doesn't necessarily mean people in suits are at the DSS office right now. It's more about the pressure and the principle. Think of it this way. When a letter is formally sent to a figure like a former US president calling for an independent investigation, it triggers a process. It means foreign embassies might start asking more questions. It means international human rights organizations might issue statements. It puts the treatment and the entire legal process surrounding Nnamdi Kanu under international scrutiny. So could the DSS be in panic mode? Well, panic might be a strong word, but they are certainly in a very sensitive and highly alert position. Their every move is being watched, not just by Nigerians, but by the world. They have to be extra careful to follow every single procedure by the book. Any small mistake can become a big international incident. So if by panic we mean operating under intense pressure and scrutiny, then yes, that headline might be capturing the mood behind closed doors. Now, let's talk about you and me, the everyday people watching this story. Why should we care? Why does this matter to the common man and woman in Nigeria? This matter is bigger than just one man. It touches on very important issues that affect us all. It's about the rule of law. It's about the rights of a defendant. It's about how Nigeria handles complex internal issues when the world is watching. The outcome of this case will set a major precedent for how similar situations are handled in the future. It's about our justice system and its integrity on the global stage. Also, for the people in the Southeast, this is a deeply emotional issue. For his supporters, it's about self-determination and justice. For others, it's about national unity and the integrity of Nigeria. So, whatever side of the divide you are on, this is a story that demands our attention because its outcome will have ripple effects across the entire nation. Before we go further, let me ask you a question. As you are watching this, so what is your opinion on this entire situation? Do you think the international community should get involved in this case? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I read all your comments and I love to see the discussion. And while you are down there typing, please don't forget to do that one thing that helps this channel grow, like this video, and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Join our family of intelligent people who love to stay informed. Your support is our strength. Now, let's add a little related talk to this. This situation with Nnamdi Kanu reminds us of the power of information and how we consume it. You see, a headline like DSS in panic mode is designed to grab your attention. It's catchy and it makes you want to click. But as we have seen today, the real story is often more complex. This is why it is so important to get your news from sources that break down the facts, not just the sensational headlines. We live in an age of misinformation, where stories can be exaggerated or taken out of context. My job here is to take these big headlines, look at the facts that are available from credible sources, and break it down for you in a simple way that you can understand. So, always try to verify the news you hear. Ask questions. Who is saying this? What is their evidence? What are the other sides of this story? Being a wise consumer of information is one of the most important skills we can have today. In conclusion, my people, the gist is this. The case of Nnamdi Kanu is entering a critical and very tense phase. With the judgment date set for November 20, 2025, and with the new international appeals being made, the pressure on all sides is increasing. The panic might not be people running around in fear, but it is definitely a situation of high-stakes pressure for the Nigerian government and the DSS. We will all be watching closely to see what happens next. Will there be a verdict? Will there be more international involvement? Only time will tell. Thank you so much for staying with me till the end of this important discussion. You are the reason I do this. If you enjoyed this deep dive and you learned something new, please let me know by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and hitting the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future updates. Share your thoughts in the comments and let's keep the conversation respectful and enlightening. Until next time, stay informed, stay safe, and God bless Nigeria.